Hello and welcome back to the course on Tableau. In today's tutorial, we're going to quickly look at some of the additional new features in Tableau 10. So in this whole section, we've already talked about some really cool updates and upgrades that Tableau has experienced. And now let's just have a look at some of the other ones. So to start off with, here's an article about how the Tableau team came up with the new color palettes. As you have noticed, if you've worked in Tableau 9 before, previously the color palette looked like this, so it was a more Crayola type of colors, and now they're much more subtle and much softer, I would say. And there's a whole article on how they picked out these colors. You'll notice some really cool visualizations here, and you'll notice that they explain how they created this tool to look through the dimensionality of the colors. And specifically they talk about, so it's just an interesting read. Specifically they talk about how colors are positioned on this XY axis, and also the distance to the center of the axis matters. So here you've got some examples. For instance, this is the Tableau 10 color palette, and this is the Tableau 20 color palette. On the right, you've got the old ones, the ones that you had in Tableau 9. On the left, you got the new ones. If you read through this in a bit more detail, you'll see how exactly they come up with this color palette and why it's a bit different to the previous one, what the advantages are, and how these colors make for a better experience when users are looking at them. So a bit more on all of this here. And personally, before I read about this, I thought changing colors isn't that much of a big deal, but in reality they put in a lot of effort, and it's very, very thought through. And even the color palette, it is now more adjusted to people with some sort of color sight deficiencies. So you might be presenting to somebody who cannot see the different colors as well as you can, and therefore just having this default color palette account for that is already a great advantage. So definitely, if you're really into visualizations and want to make the most out of your visualizations through colors, this is definitely a good read. Just have a look at it. If you just maybe Google the title, how we designed the new color palettes in Tableau 10, you can get some valuable insights from here that might help you build your visualizations in a bit of a better way. And also another new feature that I really like is the new font. So Tableau developed they call it typeface, and they designed it for Dada. And here you can also read about who they partnered with to create it and how it is different to the other fonts. So previously they used, what did they use before? I think it was Verdana or something like that. Oh no, Helvetica. They used Helvetica before, but now they've created their own font. And that's a huge step ahead as well. And also they explain how it's adjusted to different types of data sets. And also it doesn't have just bold and normal. It actually has 6 types of weight, this font. And talks also about some powerful, basically some of the powerful advantages of having this font over using some other fonts. And when you do create workbooks now, you can kind of see that you don't have that problem of when something's very small, you can't really see it, or the letters start to blur, or when they overlap each other, it's very hard to read. This font, personally, I find it much better than the previous one. So if you want some more insights into that, then just check out this article. Tableau 10 includes a new typeface designed for Dada. So there we go. So just some quick overviews of some design related updates in Tableau, colors, and the font. And that's all for today. I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, happy analyzing.